thoughts on this weekend's match at Colorado?
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to the game. Obviously, on the road, we need an improvement of our last our last away performance. So I think there was a lot of confidence coming out of the game against LA Galaxy, but also a lot of anger and frustration as well. So I think we've seen that channeled this week. We've had to channel that this week. We've had to move on from the Galaxy game, and apart from Mosquera and apart from Jonathan Rodriguez, and Max Crepeau and Ari Lassiter, we've got probably a similar group than what we had last week against LA Galaxy.
Start off with questions.
Phil, about a month into the season now with a lot of the new signings, how close do you feel like you are to really knowing how to coach these guys? Obviously, when new players come in, they have to get used to your style. You also have to get used to coaching them.
Yeah, well, I think it's a great question, because I think last week against LA Galaxy, what I saw was probably maybe 50% of what I wanted to see in terms of movements, positioning, understanding, and we've got to be patient with that, because it does take time. We're finding out about David da Costa and his strengths and weaknesses in terms of his understanding of the game and his understanding of our sort of philosophy. Jimmy Ford is still in that zone, in that phase of finding out what we want from him. So there's patience there, and that's where we need the players that have been here a long time that have worked with me for the last 12 months to really help and manage and lead in those situations. So it's a process. We know that. It takes time. It takes time for when you integrate new players, but we're really happy with how the new players are being integrated. João Ortiz has had a really good week in terms of his training levels. He's getting used to the speed of the game, but also the way we want to play. And there's a good energy around the group.
Thanks, Coach. And then just another question about Juan in particular. So he was, he was playing in a scrimmage on Tuesday, and now it seems like he wasn't on the pitch today. It seems like he's not going to travel. Was that more of a re-aggravation of his current injury, or is that just more precautionary as he continues to recover?
Well, he's only trained twice. So today was a recovery day for him. He's coming back from a patella tendon, which it's a niggly. You go back into training, but it doesn't fully clear up. So we've got to manage that. And I think in the trainings this week, we've been pleased with some aspects, and then other aspects we know that we've got to take our time. It may be another 10 days, it may be another 2 weeks until he gets up to, because he's had 3 months off, 3 months with no football, 3 months without touching the ball, 3 months with no games. So we desperately want him back, but we also want the best version of him back, and I think that's what he's working towards.
Thanks. And then just a question specifically about how you mentioned that you want to see a better road performance time out. What even if you happen not to win the game, what would you say? Yes, this was a good performance. This is a performance that I'd be proud of on the road.
Well, I think what you're not going to get 100% what you get at home. You're not going to replicate 100% what you get at home because of the home advantage. But I want to see a resemblance of what we're like when we play at home. And that goes with mentality, confidence, belief, trust in each other. I think I said it after the last game in Nashville. It's the same size pitch, it's the same ball. The only thing that changes is probably the bed that you sleep in the night before and the stadium that you play in. So I want to see a mentality to play the way that we want to play. And that competitive edge of knowing that on the road you've got to do what it takes to win, and sometimes it's not always pretty, sometimes it's not always exactly the way that you want in terms of the beautiful football that you want to play, but you've got to find ways of winning, and it doesn't always go according to plan, and you've got to suffer adversity, and it's how you handle that adversity. And I think for this team that's the next big learning for us.
With the internationals out, I know this is a tremendously busy time of year for you, but do you get a chance to talk with them while they're on international duty, or you kind of just leave them to themselves with their current camp?
I think we communicate with them before their games, wish them all the best and good luck, and knowing full well that we're going to be watching them. But I've been an international manager and been in international camps. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on a camp. You don't get much time, and you don't really want to be bothered by outside influences. I think a message and a call here and there does go a long way. and we want our players to do well on international duty. It's really important. Max Krupol, we believe is Canada's number one, and we want him to go there. We want him to perform, and we want Ari Lester to go with Costa Rica and really perform, get minutes under his belt. He loves playing for Costa Rica, and we want Miguel Araujo to do the same for Peru because he's incredibly passionate and proud to play for his country. So we want them to do well.
Español, profe. Va a servir. Dos preguntas que realmente la gente en español quiere saber mucho sobre Cabecita Rodríguez. ¿Cuál es la situación de él junto con Mosquera?
La situación con Jonathan en este momento está en Uruguay para recoger el visa, el green card, which para nosotros es muy bueno. En este momento no está en la forma para jugar porque está lesionado. Entonces es una oportunidad para volver al país para colectar tu visa, tu green card. Entonces mi expectación es la semana que viene volver a Portland para continuar su recuperación. Juan Mosquera, hablamos después con la situación con Juan. En este momento estamos construyendo la forma físicamente, técnicamente, and unfortunatamente eso es porque hace 3 meses sin jugar, sin entrenar, es un tiempo para tener paciencia para él. Él es un jugador muy importante para nosotros, para nuestro estilo. Entonces, Juan Mosquera necesita en el 11 rápidamente, pero en este momento no está 100% para jugar minutos en esta semana.
Una más, profe. Se vio muy contento todo el grupo. Se ve que están muy unidos. Con a pesar de que tiene esta ausencia de jugadores claves, ¿cómo ve usted la posibilidad de sacar un buen resultado allá en Houston?
¿Con Houston o con Colorado?
Con Colorado, perdón.
Con Colorado. No, para ir al Colorado es un partido difícil en casa para él. Los resultados en casa para Colorado siempre bueno para los rivales. Entonces, tenemos un grupo muy joven, unos jugadores con experiencia también, pero en este momento vamos a hacer cosas donde el equipo llegar en unos momentos o unos entrenamientos o unos partidos muy juntos. Un equipo muy juntos es mejor que un equipo con jugadores individuales. Entonces, vimos en el entrenamiento esta mañana, es un grupo muy unidos, muy juntos, muy feliz. Estamos felices no estoy feliz con ellos, pero cada día construimos un equipo juntos, unidos, para competir.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.